It's all tied at 1 apiece. Terrific game in game 2. Paul George had a very quiet night. That's a great start for him to get one on the board first. Got a hand on that one. While Zubac is in the game, the Clippers do have some rim protection. It's those moments when he's out, when they like to go small and they trust their in game 2 in a losing effort. Here's Paul George. They're getting him the ball early. Rattles in and out. Kleba pulls series. Ball on the floor. George has it. Shot clock at 8. Got time here. Kick it to the corner. Morris for 3. He's got a 3-pointer. First of the game.
Whether it's Nash, whether it's LeBron, it's like choose your poison and maybe just choose to give a guy 50 instead of giving him 50 and letting him get someone else 30 and the team a rhythm.
Doncic with a steal, and George takes it right back. Clippers a stifling defensive team, top 5 defensive rating in the NBA this year. Nice catch by Harrell. He's in traffic, bullies his way in. Man, was that a strong bucket by Montrezl Harrell. Lou Williams and Dennis Schroeder. Doncic kicks it. Finney-Smith comes up short. And Harrell hits the ground. The NBA. Great to have you with us on this Friday night, the final game of the day in the NBA playoffs. Brian Anderson, Chris Webber, Jared Greenberg. Our game produced by Brian Woodrum and directed by the great Howie Singer.
The Will needs to be aggressive with Luka Doncic checking him and maybe not Bill.
George with Doncic on him. Little hesitation, gets himself free. No. And Boban clears the reach.
Let's keep it simple.
And you know, Doc Rivers needing Paul George to be in the picture more today than he was in game 2. There's JaMychal Green again. He got deep. It's a 3-pointer. That's his 3rd made basket of the game, but his first 3, and he's got 8, which matches Kawhi Leonard. Now Lou Williams with the answer on the other end.
This is what
Mavericks got great production out of their bench in game 2. Here's George now. Quick release on the 3. He's got it. Paul Kleba misfires. Reggie Jackson with a rebound. Paul George just 2 for 10 from behind the arc in game 2. He had his pocket pick. Seth Curry now a race to the basket. Curry goes with the reverse with the left hand. Smart.
People may have laughed out there. I'm telling you, Curry is a really good defender, solid. Been watching tape on him. He's always in the right position, and more importantly, he's a great help defender.
A foul is
that actually with Russell Westbrook and how well he coached his team to victory, and said Luka did the same thing for us in game 2.
Here's George again, same spot, misfires this time. Doncic pushing it. He's got Boban on his wing. Doncic blows right by, missed the layup, and Boban scores it with a foul. Jackson finding George. Shot clock down to 7. Finney-Smith right on Paul George with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense. And Finney-Smith pretty amped up, and they have DJs every night that try to get the music going, but it is so different. Too hot pass for Boban. Here's George. Doncic right there. George stumbles and falls. Doncic took 1, approaching the 7-minute mark of this second quarter. And a great start for Kawhi Leonard. George trying to get cooking now, and that one's in and out. That's the way it. Right now, Dallas's bench outscoring the Clippers bench +1. 1 and done for Dallas. George pushing it ahead to Leonard. Marcus Morris trying to get position on Hardaway. Leonard goes, and I think he got stepped on. I think Trey Burke
they find players that can make that player better as well, and the spacing of guys like Burke, Porzingis, and others allows him to play his game, which is quick, downhill, and to get in the lanes looking for shooters outside.
Finding players who have talent that are hungry too.
Yes.
Goes into it as well as Zubac scores at the rim. Remember Trey Burke in the playoffs. He went into a playoff run with Washington, didn't score 3 years ago. And he erupted for 16 in game 2 as Porzingis draws a contact.
Pick. So a lot of times small ball can not just be the height of the player, but the skill set of the player.
Right into the hands of Shamet. Paul George misses the 3. Got to get one up. Kleba. And it's going to be a turnover. Excellent defensive stand out of that timeout. George on the take. There's the whistle and a block. Tim Hardaway on his resume, 2011. It has been a struggle for the organization since that 2011 championship. They're trying to survive. Gives it right back to Luka. And Luka fires from deep.
I would love to see Luka drive there. It's been twice. The Zubac has been on him at the top of the key, and he settled for the jump shot. You can penetrate on great defenders that are guard penetrators. Penetrate on the big fella as well.
Zubac. Hardaway. And George clears.
Doncic drawing with the ref a little bit. And again, these are the emotions of the playoffs. This is a position that no NBA player because of the bubble, but this is his first time in the playoffs. He has to kind of settle down, especially talking to the referees.
That was halfway.
And right now, how about this? A switch. The Clippers are switching everything right now.
Tough shot, Porzingis, and he's fouled. It's in this third quarter. They came out hot. Clippers answered. Now Kawhi. No look to George for three. Towards three. Finney-Smith all over him. And George. He's looking for a foul. Frustration coming off a 15-point effort in game 2. He's got 15 here tonight. He's made his third three. Paul George for three. No.
Specialist is nothing but a guy that can do just one thing. Curry is not a three-point specialist. He can specialize from the three-point line or specialize getting to the cup.
Jamai 7.
Wow.
And the Clippers were second in the NBA. Here's Burke for three. And George with a rebound. Chance to add to it for the Clippers. Harrell couldn't handle it, gets it back. He's fouled and back to the line. Wide open is Hardaway. In and out it goes. The follow by Porzingis. He's looking for him. Finney-Smith is on him, a great defender. George back to Leonard. Those two, all the touches, and Kawhi with a big three. And Steve Ballmer enjoying all of that, the explosiveness of Kawhi Leonard. And that's going the other way. Foul on the Mavericks. And it's into the hands of Morris. Leonard kept it alive. Second chance opportunity for the Clippers. George leaves it for Zubac.
The way Dallas shoots, you can never assume that the game is done.
He'll step back Hardaway. He's been hot tonight, but he's missed his last 2 3-pointers. Leonard turns. Tough shot, followed by Zubac, gets his own again, and it's blocked by Porzingis. George has got it. Paul George will pull. Boy, that one missed badly. It was stuck. George on the take, stops, trying to get Porzingis up, and a flurry of moves. Paul George with a layup.
Great patience against the